Welcome to Advertising Champions, your go-to destination for insights into the dynamic world of advertising. I'm Tony Stanol, and today we're talking with David Bonthrone of CreatoRev. Welcome, David.
Good to finally meet you in person, Tony, albeit via a screen. We've spoken on the phone a few times.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of that screen work is happening these days. But for those not familiar with CreatoRev, tell us, what you guys do there.
So we've our mission is to be the best social commerce agency in the world. And if you haven't heard of the social commerce movement, I would suggest that you familiarize yourself with it, depending on whether you're reading Gartner or Statista. They've projected this channel to grow tremendously over the next few years. Essentially, what it does is we leverage influencers or creators to create content of them engaging authentically with your brand, and they post that on a social media platform. We happen to specialize in TikTok because of the algorithm that they have. And that content finds itself in front of their respective followers, and those followers engage with the brand, whether that's a direct transaction or a referral or some positive articulation of the brand. There's impact on the brand, and we can absolutely see what the gross merchant volume is of said initiative. And then what we also do is we take that content and we boost it to be viewed in front of a wider audience that's delivered to us via TikTok Shop. So, it's like a little test, and then there's a scale capability. And we put together the whole program. So we have the biggest pool of influencers in the United States, and we can select those based on their performance in terms of gross merchant volume. We've got a SaaS platform that looks and evaluates the performance of each creator and the brands that they're engaged with. We've got a studio where we can film all the content, and then we have a partnership with a media buying group who are probably the largest buyer of media on TikTok globally. As a consequence of that comes with preferred rates. So we've got a very good end-to-end solution. We've been doing this for 5 or 6 years outside the United States, primarily in China. And so therefore we're prepared for the function of TikTok Shop that was only granted a license at the beginning, right at the end of 2023. So it's a very new phenomenon, and we're seeing lots of brands who are engaging with TikTok and then looking to optimize their commerce function within the platform.
Got it. Now, so it sounds like you're at the convergence of social media and influencers with what you do. And it sounds like it's about to explode onto the U.S. scene.
Tony, absolutely. I think the days of putting a brand in the hand of an influencer and paying him or her a certain amount of money are probably being looked at, and marketers are looking for a more quantifiable ROI. So yes, you can put the brand in the hand of the influencer, but if the influencer can take that and then put the brand in front of 400, 600, 2,000 followers who are likely buyers of said brand, and then they do transact and buy that product, we can put some really strong quantitative metrics into the mix to demonstrate that, hey, I spent $10 and I got $40 in sales. And actually, there's some benchmarks that we can use based on historical performance that we've done for various brands. I mean, we've been fortunate where some brands have come to us and they're like, can you do this for us? And we're like, for sure. And we've seen up to a 16x return. That is, you spend 10 grand on the platform, you make 160 grand's worth of sales. There's no guarantees in life. But
Right.
and we've got some sort of swim lanes around this, but and it's early days. But I can put my hand on my heart and I can say, look, all things being equal, right product, right category, right price, going for the right audience, we can probably say that there's at the very least a 3x return, i.e., spend 10 grand on the platform, you make a gross 30 grand's worth of sales. Okay. And brands and manufacturers can do the math from there.
Got it. Well, it's very cool. I was not aware of all you're doing at CreatoRev. Thanks for joining us today.
Totally my pleasure, Tony. Good to see you. And hopefully we can talk again soon. I'll keep you posted on progress.
Yes, for sure. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Advertising Champions. You could find this interview as well as others on dailynewsnetwork.com. We'll see you next time.
We've been around for 16 years, working with clients, with thousands of clients. We're working with agencies to be able to scale them and grow them and provide them services that would cost them way more than it would for them to do it themselves. Anything oriented around lead generation, video creation, web design, we're full service, so we can really serve most people.